turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark to motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the place. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Baiting pitches for the caution, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher, under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so born for the code.
Hello there, it's me, Ethan Van Sciver, 27-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. How are you guys tonight? How are you? Hello. Sorry, I had to run over there. I realized I didn't have any water. I didn't have a Boomer juice. I got one of those. I got a Red Bull. And I got a Nestle's Pure Life. Of course, my garage, I told you guys, is filled with these. So no shortage. Hello, everyone. Hi. I feel like going solo tonight. I thought about actually inviting more comic skaters on here and make it a big mess. I guess I'm just going to talk by myself. I go on other people's shows sometimes, and I feel like I can't play second fiddle. I try to play second fiddle, but I can't. I'm first chair. I'm first chair tuba. So I want to make sure that the things that I want to say get said. All right, let's see. What's up from my vacation in hot as fuck Texas? Hello, hot as fuck Texas. Sounds fucking awful. Ethan Van Solo, captain of the Millennium Falcon, says, K-Sis, hello there. Lick that like button. Oh yeah, thanks guys. I never asked you to do that, but I wonder if you would. It's been a long time since I've even thought about asking you guys to just hit that like button. I don't usually do it. I don't ask you guys to do much of anything except for, just come here, sit down, make yourself comfortable. But if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, that would be amazing. I'd really, really appreciate that. I'm still not happy with where the camera's situated. Okay, we want to see the Salamandroid poster. We want my head to touch the top of the frame. We want to see the comic books. You see Graveyard Shift. You see Brand right down there. Vampirella, the new Vampirella cover. You see Cyberfrog, and then a whole row of Cyberfrogs there. We need to see toys, Cyberfrog stuff all over. Okay, I'm happy now. Now I'm happy. I think we're okay. Let's see. Leighton Gay Pie Man says Lordy and Malcolm. Well, I was going to go on at around 8:30, and Andrea said, "Can you at least wait until like 9 or 9:30 because at that point I'll be able to watch you." Like she goes upstairs, she watches Ava, and then she'll put on her headphones and watch the live stream on her iPhone. So hi, sweetheart. I waited as long as I could. Yeah. So sorry about that. Let's see. Love my Vampy covers. Thank you guys. How do we begin today? We got a lot of crazy stuff going on. Of course, there's still a lot of fallout from the revelations of the Whisper Network. We had an insider inside of a Facebook secret group. People don't really use Facebook anymore as much. SJWs definitely do. SJWs use Facebook like you wouldn't believe. It's pretty creepy. The reason why they use Facebook, I think, is because you can have these big secret groups, secret room, a secret Facebook room where you can invite people in. They're only allowed to be in there by invite only. You can post articles, you can have discussions. I mean, on Twitter, you have these private DM rooms. We certainly do where, the function of my private DM rooms is basically to put a link in there, talk Comicscape stuff, and then have people come in here when they want to. People can know when I'm live streaming, and if they want to join me, they can come in here. But these secret Facebook rooms are different. These secret Facebook rooms become almost like little planning stations, it seems like, for these people to do mischief. And for a long time, there was quite a bit of, gossip and rumor, even though I knew it was all true, that there were these secret rooms where whisper networks happen, email chains and Facebook rooms in which they would plan and scheme. They would talk about the language that they'd all be using. You ever notice on Twitter, SJWs all talk exactly the same? They say the same phrases. They're all there when somebody has a complaint, about being sexually harassed or something like that. They're there to go, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. There's a reason why they do that. We know they have these private rooms and they plan these out, and they plan out who's going to be today's victim and how we're going to react, and then who we're going to hurt because of it, who's our target. So the thing is, we've never really had eyes in there before. Few things have leaked. Famously, one of the things that leaked from one of these private rooms was that one bit of dialogue between B. Clay Moore and Taylor Esposito and a bunch of other weirdos who were planning on assaulting Zach at a con, or they wanted to bother him. They wanted to antagonize him until it triggered his PTSD and it forced Zach to take a swing at B. Clay Moore. At what point B. Clay Moore said that he would like to just punch him back in retaliation. He said, I could just one punch and knock your boy Zach down. And then Taylor Esposito said, I would just stand back there and go, one punch. So they were planning on doing things to trigger Zach's non-existent PTSD. Yes, just because you went over and served your country doesn't necessarily mean you have post-traumatic stress disorder. Zach doesn't. So things like that kind of made it clear to us that these rooms existed. And now we've got eyes in there. And there was a great big Bleeding Fool article that came from, and I know who it is too. I know who the person who's in there is. They told me a long time ago. They said, I'll give you all these pictures. I said, yes, give them all to me. Give me all the screenshots. But whatever you do, take all of the screenshots. Go around. You need to go all the way back as far as that room can go. And every time there's anything related to any professional, that is about to be harassed by feminists for SJW reasons, anytime there's any mention of Comicsgate or any comic skater, screenshot all of it, collect all of it, get files, look for these specific names. And this person did do that. But they didn't give it to me. They went, fuck that. I'm not giving it to Ethan. I'm going to do my own. I'm going to have a gigantic series of articles. I'm going to break this thing wide open by myself. I'm going to be an investigative journalist. I'm going to have my own thing. So I haven't seen a lot of this stuff. Some of it I have seen, but most of it I haven't. I don't know what's coming up soon. But there's supposed to be, let me call this up here. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. Some of you might not even know. I think most people do at this point. Oh, it's great. If you type in Bleeding Fool, like one of the first options is Whisper Network. Oh, fantastic. Oh, this is so good. This whole thing is going to make Bleeding Fool. It's going to make Bleeding Fool a site. It's like, no, this makes you guys pretty genuine. This makes you guys pretty legit. Expose, the Whisper Network exists and seeks to destroy male comic pros. So this is here's an illustration of what this would look like, except in real life. These people would all be hideously ugly, have shaved heads in here. Many of the women promoting the cancellation of men in comics and demanding they post recent empty promises known as Comics Pledge are in fact hypocrites. In this article, I'm going to present evidence of lies, collusion, rumor spreading, and in my opinion, defamation and contract interference. Tortious interference. That's so familiar now. I didn't know what tortious interference was until we started getting involved in the Mark Wade, your boy Zach lawsuit. I personally know they've colluded for years to take down men, specifically those with conservative politics and philosophies. This is an ongoing, coordinated effort. How do I know this? Because I obtained access to their private Facebook group. All right. This is part one of the Hippocralypse leaks. It took a while to figure out how to pronounce that. Hippocralypse. There's simply too much to put in one leak, so I will make the following 3 points for now. The so-called Comic Book Whisper Network, which has been dismissed as conspiracy since 2016, is real, and I have hundreds of screenshots to prove it. Number two, the Whisper Network has been targeting men and trying to destroy their careers and use their connections in the comic book media to do so. The Whisper Network members have acted unprofessionally and unethically at best. At worst, they've engaged in what I believe could be illegal behavior. Well, that's true. I mean, tortious interference, defamation. I mean, these things are actually actionable behavior if you can prove it. And maybe we can prove it using these screenshots and these leaks that are going to come out from this series of excellent articles from Bleeding Fool. My story. I first heard about the Whisper Network back in mid-2016 from folks I knew at Image, DC, Marvel, and later Valiant. Depending on who I chatted with, sometimes the group was called the Women's Network, other times the Whisper Network, occasionally the Whisper Campaign, and eventually there were more conspiratorial names used mockingly. A friend called them a gender-swapped 4chan, which became FemChan to some insiders. Regardless of the name, it was all the same group. The same 5 or 6 names kept popping up in conversation over and over again. As time ticked on, I noticed a trend on social media. Half a decade of rumors, false allegations, cancellation attempts, and they almost always traced back to these same 5 or 6 people. The goal of this Whisper Network, according to industry folks, was simple. Choose a target, smear them until they lose their reputation, their income, and are ultimately blacklisted, opening up job opportunities for the same people who started these smear campaigns in the first place. Absolutely diabolical. Here we go. Invented enemies. Don't tell me. Tell the Whisper Network that keeps anyone who remotely leans right from working. There's countless instances of these creators being totally disrespectful to customers. Sorry, SJWs exist, even though they're a social construct. All right, here we go. Behind the scenes, these cancellations are painted as morally or politically motivated, but in the end, it's all financial. As time passed, the group in question seemed more and more like a reality. I saw their influence. I saw things I knew to be verifiably untrue go viral online, appearing in what I thought were legit news sources. I felt angry and helpless, seeing innocent people getting attacked, but I didn't know what to do. A few years passed, and by 2018, almost everyone I interacted with in the industry seemed to know about the network, from top-level editors right down to the letterers. It was an open secret, but no one was willing to speak up for fear of being targeted themselves. They knew the consequences. Here we have Darth Poole here, who was Darth Poole. I don't know where Darth Poole went. Where was Darth Poole? Used to be like a pretty cool comic skater who was like investigating shit. What did we learn about the 2018 comic industry this week? Number one, there's a Whisper Network, but it only exists to out and blacklist creators friendly to Comicsgate. Got a book on Alterna? You're gone. Got a book on Vertigo and commit sexual assault? Let's not jump to conclusions. It's so true. Well, it was true. It was true, but it's not so true now. Now we've moved on. Now it's about sexual assault is the main thing that these people are focused on, which is great. Well, it's great. They're taking out a lot of their own guys. I mean, they're, I think the feminists of the Whisper Network are pretty annoying, but the men who defend them are insufferable, absolutely insufferable. These guys, it's so funny when they get outed as sex pests. I absolutely love it. Number two, the severity of a crime is judged by who's reporting it. Tess Fowler gets hit on by Brian Wood. Now, this was something else. This is what made Tess Fowler get her bones. Tess Fowler was an early on, member of the Whisper Network. She knew how to exploit these circumstances and make them seem far worse than they actually were in order to get attention, in order to paint herself as a victim. She is a victimizer. Make no mistake. Tess Fowler is a victimizer. There's no doubt about it. But she knew how to do this. I mean, she knew how to cause trouble on this kind of a scale. So Brian Wood, who was a writer. I love Brian. Brian Wood, why were you trying to have sex with Tess Fowler? Why? Why? What on earth were you doing? What on earth were you up to? Brian Wood just said, I think you're cute and I want to have sex with you. And Tess Fowler basically acted as though he'd raped her. You can make things like, hey, this guy came up to me in a bar. He's a fellow professional, and he hit on me. He made a pass at me. You can make that sound pretty fucking horrible to stupid people, to people who are, who have all kinds of personality conflicts and disorders. You can make that seem like sexual assault. And that's what she did to poor Brian. I mean, she said, we got to stop this. Women need to feel safe. They need to feel safe. Brian Wood's career was destroyed. And I think he came up, he popped up at Dark Horse working on like an aliens book, and they whacked him down again. Please. It just destroyed this guy. How sorry are you that you tried to have sex with Tess Fowler, Brian? Do not try to have sex with any of these women in this business. Don't do it. Stay away from them. Every single one of them. I'm trying to think if there's one woman in the industry that it's safe to try to have sex with. No, not one. These people are all crazy. All right, so it was a massive industry scandal reported on by all comic media. Meanwhile, Esquivel's victim, and by the way, Esquivel, I don't know how old she was, but she was pretty young. And like he was choking her, like she was working for him. I think he had a comic book store. He was doing all kinds of horrible things, allegedly, according to her, all kinds of horrible things to her. And, industry silence. People were quiet. They didn't know how to react because this guy, Esquivel, was, working for Andy Corey at, DC's new Vertigo line. He was known to be an SJW, anti-Trump, big time. SJW, and so they didn't know what to do with him. But it's just like, that's where you find all these people. All right, so Comicsgate reports on it and is accused of sensationalism. Here's Marissa Louise. I don't even know who this person is, but she pops up a lot. I think she's popping up in response to some of the reaction to this very article. Oh, shit. I'm just begging that people pay attention to who is listening to and supporting survivors. Tess Fowler just barely survived her encounter with Brian Wood. She survived it. How does she do it? How does she survive this kind of shit? My God. My God. I'll tell you something. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. She's a survivor. I'm a survivor. Some guy came up to a bar and said he wanted to sleep with me, and I told him no, and I went, and I ruined his life, but I survived. Wow, amazing. All right, so I'm just begging that people pay attention to who is listening to and supporting survivors and who is building their brand. Fascinating. After all, this was a secret network without proof. There was no point in going public because members would just deny its existence and use their media connections to smear anyone who challenged them. Holy shit, we're going to see some of that today. This might be a long stream. I'd rather be drawing tonight, but I got too much stuff to talk about. I've got too much stuff to talk about. We'll come back to this in a second. Let me check in on you guys, see how you're doing. It's going to be crazy. Alec Munoz says, hey, Marissa, F you. I co-sign. Stunning and brave. A lot of people. 8-hour stream. An 8-hour stream says, Lord, I'll die on. Oh, I hope not. I hope I can get it done in 2 hours, but don't know. Don't know how it's going to be. All women are feminists, says Chimera. Not like this. I think all women want their rights. But women aren't all. I mean, these feminists are predators. These feminists are crazy people. They're activists. They're man-hating lunatics who are just trying to, push men out of the way. They're fighting the patriarchy. It's bullshit. The patriarchy is great. We love the patriarchy around here. Let's see. Trencher 1375 says, I want you to go into this. If Tess Fowler says that to you, say no. Absolutely not. It's a trap. You know, it is a trap. Let's see. Last time I seen Tess, she was swimming in SeaWorld. I don't think she's fat. EVS gets too distracted by shiny SJW news. I got a job here. I gotta let people know stuff. It's important. Let's take a minute and talk about something wonderful. Today was quite a day. Let me go to my Twitter feed. Very excited about today. Let's see here. Today I got photographs of the paint master of the Cyberfrog PVC. This is very exciting because it means it's going to be in my hands in just a few days. This is not a CGI construct. This is the actual toy. This is our actual Cyberfrog PVC toy that you guys are all going to get, presuming and assuming that you backed Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. And why wouldn't you? Why haven't you yet? You've had plenty of time. We launched it on the Ides of March, and now here we are. We're almost halfway through July. Certainly, certainly you have your copy reserved. I hope so. If not, let's do that. Let's go over there and let's reserve our copies today. So I'm going to have this in my hands this week. I'll be able to show you. It's frustrating because it's like I want to know the scale of it. I want it to actually sit in my hand and say, this is how big it is, so that I can show you guys. This is going to go into a beautiful package. It's going to be, what is it called? A blister card, a blister pack. So there's a nice card that's been designed by James Dean Anderson. He's going to go in there wrapped like in a plastic bubble. It's going to look like a real toy. I might even have them cut a nice peg hole in it, a peg hole. We can't use the word peg hole anymore, can we? Shit. Oh, there's no extent. We have not yet calculated the extent of Preston Poulter's crimes against the English language and Comicsgate. Well, I'm going to cut a little rack hole into the into the package, so it looks like it belongs on a shelf in Target. It's going to look really, really nice. And if you backed Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet, you are going to get one. I'm going to have the Salamandroid Paint Master soon as well. And today I saw the Heather Swain PVC, which looks pretty cute. We've got a Heather Swain PVC in the works. It's probably going to go, I might go with I don't know where I'm going to launch it. I'll figure out a place to launch it. It's going to come with a couple of Vespis as well. But let's talk about this for right now. Here is, God damn it, every single time I do this. Let me just try this again. Go back to my campaign. Try to sell some comic books here. Why not? This is Cyberfrog 2 Wreck Planet. If you don't know what it's about, and a lot of people don't. I had some people, we just hit $1,025,000. Thank you. We got $25,000 more than $1 million. If you don't know what it is, I've had a few people on Facebook say, wow, I'm really interested. I can't believe you've made these toys. This is very, very exciting. What's the book about? Well, here's what you've missed.
My name is Heather Swain. Philadelphia has always been my home. Life was good until it happened. I'm friends with a cybernetic enhanced human-like frog created to save Earth. Nobody appreciated or understood him, but I did. They were good friends. They rained from the sky. These space invader giant hornets attacked everyone, killing more than could stay alive, and covered the earth with giant blood honey hives. They can't fly near trees, so we hid in the woods, burning endless fires to keep them away, wearing red so they can't see and kill us all. The last time I saw Cyberfrog, he told me he'd track me down. But it's been decades, and there's been no sign of him. Yet I can't shake the feeling he is not gone. I believe he will return again. We need Cyberfrog and his brother Salamandroid to return and fight off these invaders, to take back our wrecked planet so we can live without fear. If you see my friend Cyberfrog, tell him I need him. We need him to save the world. This is Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. Join the fight.
Cyberfrog 2, Wrecked Planet, everyone. Thank you, Ascension Cinema, for an absolutely fantastic trailer. Here it is. This is the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time, and these people are quite upset. SJWs are mad about this. I don't know why they can't just be happy for me. I created a great story that people are deeply involved in. I think people love these characters, and I love them too. This is the campaign. I just want to go through it. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. Welcome to the campaign to fund Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. I was able to get this beautiful Jay Lee cover. Jay Lee did this, and he did another cover for the Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet ash can that's attached to the Unforgettable campaign. Now, here's the thing. You can survive in the Vespis-infested world as long as you follow these 4 rules that these humans that survive in the Pine Barrens live by. Stay in the trees. The Vespis have demonstrated that they have trouble maneuvering in the forest. Number 2, stay near the smoke. Survivors keep bonfires going constantly because the Vespis are repelled by smoke and fire. Stay calm. The Vespis are intoxicated by panic and fear, and always wear red. The Vespis can't see the color red. Wearing red cloaks makes you invisible to them. The survivors believe that they're safely hidden, that they've been living in relative safety for years, but the return of Cyberfrog brings trouble. Big trouble. Oh boy, does it. Here's what we've added to the campaign now. I just did a little bit of an update because people were like, I'm not so sure. Like, you're not making it clear. Like, what do we get? Okay, well, let me make it clear. All backers of Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. Let me answer these questions. If you back Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet, if you buy this book here, if you buy the Heroes Edition, the Villainous Scum, the Jay Lee variant, whatever it is, if you were able to buy a copy of Ides of March way back in its 24-hour premiere, you are going to get your comic book with the following items. If you bought 2 of them, you're going to get 2 sets of these items. If you bought 10 of them, you're going to get 10 sets of these items, just so that you understand. All backers of Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet will now receive your Chromium variant, the one that you chose, of Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. You're going to receive a bonus comic called Cyberfrog Heartsick Horror. You're going to receive a third comic called Salamandroid Color Zine. I'm going to take all of the Salamandroid material that appeared in Holy Heroes Present Zero and Salamandroid Zine. I'm going to have Kyle color it, and we're going to give it to you because it's hard to find. It's not the best stuff. Like, people go, well, I mean, well, no, but it's hard to find. So it's not my best work ever. It's from when I was a kid. But let me color it up. Let me get it relettered if it needs to be relettered, and let me reissue it to you with a brand new cover. You're going to get 6 trading cards, 3 of which are going to be Chromium trading cards. You're going to get 2 giant dazzling stickers. You're going to get a Cyberfrog keychain, which is the jumping image from Cyberfrog Blood Honey, but it's going to be rubber. It'll be flat and rubber. I think it's going to be kind of 3-dimensional in a way, but it's going to have a flat back with the Cyberfrog logo on it. Beautiful keychain. I'm sparing no expense. I'm spending this money. People are like, hey, you have $1 million. I'm like, yes, I'm going to spend that money making things to give back to the people who gave me this money. And then 7th, the biggest item to date is the Cyberfrog PVC toy. So this is officially yours. You are getting all of this for $25 plus shipping. All of this stuff is coming to you. It is the single best deal. I can't think of a better deal. I've seen a lot of these Indiegogo campaigns. I've seen a lot of Kickstarters. This is the best one. You get an awful lot of fun stuff for $25. A lot of stuff to read, 3 comic books. You get a toy, you get a keychain, you get 6 trading cards to add to your trading card collection. And you get 2 big gigantic stickers to stick to your guitar. One of Salamandroid and one of Cyberfrog. All right, all this thanks to the many backers who built this campaign into the success that it's become. Now everyone gets all these bonuses. Everyone gets all these bonuses. So, yeah, if you backed before, you're getting these bonuses. If you're backing now, you just decided now to back, you're getting these bonuses. The link is in the description below this campaign. If you want to back it right this second, back it right this second. Let's see if we can get this campaign to move a little bit more. Salamandroid Death's Sting is the backup book. Salamandroid Death's Sting is going to, when you read Cyberfrog Wreck Planet, you're going to say, huh, at the end of it. You're going to go, wait a second. And then you're going to go, okay. And then you're going to go, wait a second, I bought Salamandroid Death's Sting. I'm going to go back and read that. And because you bought Salamandroid Death's Sting, it's another 20-page story. You are going to understand the ending a little bit better to Cyberfrog Wreck Planet. Do you need it? No, you don't need it. Are you going to want it? Yes, you're going to fucking want it. I will tell you that. Now, it's got a triple gatefold, glow-in-the-dark cover. You are going to dig that. It's going to be a beautiful book. I'm drawing it. I'm writing it. And it's also going to contain the stats of all of the villains that you're, well, yeah, okay. I'm being careful not to spoil anything. It comes with a bonus rogues gallery of pinup art and information about all of Cyberfrog's villains in the back. So that's also a good thing. Honeycomb box sold out. And I'll tell you something, we've had 2 refunds of the Honeycomb box. And whenever we do get a refund, some people refund because look, it's tough out there. It's like, I can't afford to. Okay, that's fine. Just, I'm happy to refund your pledge as soon as you ask. And then I will let people know on Twitter that there's a Honeycomb box available. As soon as somebody does refund their Honeycomb box, let's see, this says sold out right now. This lights up and it says 1 left. And so I let people know and they come and they snatch it up pretty quick. So it's okay if, you're not, I'm not going to be disappointed or sad. We will find somebody else to purchase your Honeycomb box. These are all sold out. They contain a lot of stuff, and that's why. And one of the things that they contained, because it was a subscription to the campaign, was the Salamandroid PVC toy. So the Salamandroid PVC toy comes with the Honeycomb box, but if you didn't get a Honeycomb box and you want one, you can get one here for $25 plus shipping. We've got 2,000 of them. We've sold. Here, it looks like we've sold 202. Let me just check the items and see how well these things are selling right now. Go here and scroll down. These are the items. So we've sold 599 Salamandroid toys out of the 2,000 that we are selling here, plus the 2,500 that go with the, we'll forget about those. We're selling 2,000 individual ones. So we've got about 600 of those. We've got about 1,400 of those to go. Don't wait too long on the Salamandroid toy. Cyberfrog toy individually, you can get an extra one if you want to. I know everyone is getting one with their books. You can see that, for every time, we got a lot. We sold a lot of Cyberfrog toys. But if you want an extra one, you can do that. And these are the ones that we sold 369 extra Cyberfrog toys. Feel free to do that if you would like to. That will certainly make it easier for us to produce the Heather Swain and Vespis PVC pack that's coming out next. 3D Robin showed me the Heather Swain today. It looks pretty groovy. Let's see, what else can I show you that I added to this? Oh, there's one more thing. We go down here. If you back Salamandroid Death's Sting, you're going to get a bonus book called Amphibionics #2. And if you bought Amphibionics 1, you kind of know the deal. This is going to be an ash can that's going to match your Amphibionics #1 from the Blood Honey campaign. It reprints Cyberfrog Amphibionics 2, a story called Suck. This is the original cover that Harris Comics didn't want to print. They used interior art, colored it, and threw it on the book. That was stupid. So I found the original cover. I had Kyle Ritter color it. This beautiful shot of these mosquito men. These aren't the Vespis, they're mosquito men. pulling Heather Swain's leg apart. That's very unladylike for Heather Swain. And dragging her away. You can see Cyberfrog here. He's, his blood. Very, very scary cover. This is going to be the cover. We're restoring it, and we're going to make it, the original, the way that it was meant to come out, back in the 1990s. So you're going to get this for free if you back the Salamandroid Death Sting book. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm so excited about all this stuff. Every single day, it is a thrill and a joy. You guys have made this possible. You're still backing the book and these toys, and I definitely appreciate you guys, every single one of you. All right, let's see here. Go back to the stream. Scroll back to Heather. Okay. Well, hopefully you backed Salamandroid Death Sting or the Honeycomb box, and you will be getting a copy of that book. I hope that you did. This Cyberfrog toy is absolutely beautiful. When I have it in my hands, I'll show it to you. But I mean, look at this. It's real. I mean, it's just, it's real. This is not a digital photograph. This is the Paint Master. So the way it basically works is we had to create the tools to make this. Basically, they're like molds, for each individual part of this toy. We had to do that. That was kind of expensive. And then the next thing that you do is you create a Paint Master or two in order to show the people who are going to be making these toys exactly where the paint steps go. And one of the Paint Masters is for me. I get to keep it. The other one is being shipped over to the factory that's making these toys right now. They're going to be making these toys for months and putting them in their cool blister cards and sending them over here on a big steam ship, I guess. I'm actually not sure where they're being made, but I'll find that out for you guys. And boom, we've got Cyberfrog toys. Later on this week, I assume the Salamandroid Paint Master is going to be shown, and I'll be able to show that one to you guys as well. We did it. I mean, it's so crazy that Comicsgate did this. I just step back for a minute and just look all of these other, so many people do crowdfund. So many people get comic books put together. I mean, big names. Big names are able to do this, and very few people get to the point where they're making toys of their characters. So I'm just so proud of us. I'm proud of Comicsgate. We are a good family. We did this together, and I am, I'm very appreciative of it. Yes, indeed. Let me see here. There's another shot with. Okay, so here it is, from every angle. This is the toy, so I'm hoping this gets to me soon. It looks so good. It looks so good. Oh my God. I think Zach is considering making toys now. I think Zach saw this and went, so how'd you? Well, Zach, you need to make Jawbreakers toys. People would definitely buy, Alan Sparks says Steamship. Egads, man, if you lost it. Is that what I said? I don't know what I meant. Zach is thinking about this. I think he should definitely make Jawbreakers, G.I. Joe style Jawbreakers toys. Holy cow. We can do it. We can do all this stuff. It's just spectacular. Okay. Let me get back to you guys making fun of me here. Luna action figure. Yeah, people want that. I think people would want a Cecil action figure too, or a Cecil in action figure. Eric S says, damn, don't go getting all weepy. I can't help it. It's just great. I'm happy every single day. Yeah, I mean, really, really, really happy. Thanks. If you guys had if you guys had a character that you created when you were 19 years old, and now you're 45 and you get to go back to I always look back on Cyberfrog and went, he's such a great looking character. And I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what kind of story to tell with Cyberfrog. I was kind of just going seat of my pants. Just, you'll see it when you read Warts and All. I'm just making it up as I go along. It's just a, train of thought and a lot of just kind of silly jokes. But all through 2000, all while I was at DC Comics and learning how to do comics, I always look back on Cyberfrog and just thought, boy, I wish I I wish I had another shot, at getting that guy right. And here we are, and now they're toys. It's spectacular. Rockbiter says Zach needs to make back issues available. John too. Let's see. We talked about that a little bit. We talked about that idea. We'll see. David L says I bought Ides Death's Sting day one. Can I add a Sal PVC to the order? No, because you bought Ides of March. You would have to refund it and then reback it, and you can't refund Ides of March. He says, I also have a honeycomb box. I want a carded set and an open set to display. Yeah, I think you just have to buy another Salamandroid at that point, because you can't let go of that Ides of March. I can't resell it to you once you were to refund it. If it were any other Wreck Planet book, I could refund it and you could reback it, but that one you got to hang on to it like tightly. Don't let it get away. Awesome. Cecil's body is a paradise. Eric Peterson says, order a Sal, very worth it. It's going to be, and his tail is going to be a bendy tail. And this is just the start. We've got a lot of stuff still coming. Let's see. I got a nice image today of the Vespis toy, the Vespis action figure. You guys have seen, at this point, you guys have seen the Cyberfrog statue that's being turned into. You've seen the sculpt. All right, let's see here. This is what it looks like, I guess. Let's see what this is. Open image in a new tab. All right. So this is what it looks like. The Vespis action figure is being printed out right now, and it's big. It's like this big. Okay, so this is the torso and the head, and this is just a fascinating process to me. I love seeing images of this. Here we go. So as you can see, right down here, I don't even know what this is. Is this liquid? There's his head. Can I blow this up? There's his head and his eye and, all this stuff. And there's his body. There's where his legs are going to connect. And I don't know what this is. I guess you pull these off or something like that. I don't know, but this is what it looks like to kind of print out a digital sculpt. And damn, that looks cool. Damn, that looks cool. The Vespis is going to be great. It's just going to be great. So I'm excited. All right, so let's take a break from Cyberfrog for a minute, and let's go back and talk about the Whisper Network. So we've gone through that whole expose before, but I'm going to go through it again. I just want to show you where this is all going, where this is all leading to. These women in this Whisper Network, they seem to time their allegations. It's a very strange thing to all come out at once. They're all attacking. They're attacking people all at once. These guys who hit on them, and there are some cases where, that's pretty skeevy. Like this guy probably, I don't know. There's something wrong with like Cameron Stewart, for example. But what's really strange about it is you get stuff like this, and you tell me how this makes you feel. Right here, this is a shot from inside a comic book store, and this book right here is No Easy Way Down by Ed Brubaker and Cameron Stewart. It's a Catwoman collection that's on their shelves, right? And they put a warning sign in front of it. Now imagine this. Imagine being a comic book store, or imagine even being a comic book creator, and having your work be displayed on the rack next to all of the other work of DC Comics, of Marvel Comics. And the store has put a warning sign up in front of your book that says, warning, the artist of this book is an accused sexual predator. Please consider supporting any of the hundreds of creators who aren't. And here's the National Sexual Abuse Hotline right here, so that if you're triggered by this, you can call. I saw this, and I was made to feel very, very uncomfortable. Now, I am somebody who doesn't like Cameron Stewart. I'm somebody who doesn't like people who are, 36 and hitting on 16-year-olds. I don't like that. Allegedly, something like that went on. But I would say these are allegations that haven't been proven. I would say that nobody's been to court. The police haven't been called. This is an accusation leveled against Cameron Stewart that already cost him his job. DC Comics fired him quietly, as DC Comics would, and took away his gig. Cameron Stewart is largely disgraced at this point. What is this for? What are you doing here? Either sell the book or don't sell the book. I look at this and I go, well, now I'm not going to buy it, because even if I wanted to buy it, I would take it up to the stand. I'd take it up to the cashier and they'd be like, oh, so you didn't consider supporting any one of the hundreds of other creators here that made these books that isn't an accused sexual predator? No, I couldn't. I only support accused sexual predators. That's all I do. Are there any more? Do you have any Warren Ellis comics here that I can support? Don't either sell it or don't sell it. But I mean, this is the grimy, childish, kind of virtue signaling pablum of the comic book industry. You don't need to do this. Don't sell it. How about if you just don't sell it? Cruelty. I mean, it really is. I mean, Cameron Stewart is definitely a piece of shit, in my opinion, for multitudes of reasons. But there's something mean about this. There's something mean-spirited about this that I don't like, and I can't really put my finger on it. But I don't like these people. I don't trust these SJWs, and I don't like them deciding to virtue signal off of this guy's forehead like this. Warning, the artist, warning, this comic book is radioactive. Be careful to... Warning, spikes are going to fly out of this comic book when you open it up and hit you in both of your eyes, up your nose, and down your throat. This is a very dangerous warning. The artist of this book is an accused sexual predator. And as we'll see, the term sexual predator doesn't even mean very much anymore. When you're calling Warren Ellis a sexual predator, then what is a sexual predator? You had Eddie Berganza. He was sexual predator in chief. Fired Eddie Berganza. He actually, that guy, I guess something wrong with him, dude. I liked him too. I liked Eddie. But there was definitely something wrong with him when it came to women. I don't know. These women work for you. You can't do this. What are you doing? You just get drunk and you just become a total piece of shit. I guess. So I feel weird about this. And over here, this is Kotaku in action here. Move the sign over onto a more diverse author. These guys are like innocent until proven guilty. What country has that? At least the USA, at least, is guilty unless the accused is far enough left. I mean, this is, let me see what they're saying here. Comic book store is a free enterprise. They aren't a courtroom. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, they can go out of business for that matter. In business, the only color I see is green, and I'll sell to Hitler, Stalin, and Manson combined. That's why I'm successful. I'll sell to Hitler. Give me your cash. I'll give you my product and expertise, and you go on your way. No judgment. It should be a universal principle. And it's just like, yeah, what skeletons are you hiding in your closet? Well, yeah, I mean, I would ask that of almost everybody in this industry right now. Everybody's running around panicked. Here we go. The store owner is trying to have their cake and eat it too. Instead of actually not selling the item they claim they don't want people to buy, they get to make a hollow show of support to victims of sexual abuse while still leaving themselves the opportunity to make a sale. And this person responds, he's helping his customers make an informed choice without restricting their options. If he keeps it up after Brubaker is acquitted, and Brubaker didn't do anything. This is why Brubaker didn't do anything. It was Cameron Stewart. They didn't even spell that out. The artist of this book is an accused sexual predator. Okay, well, which one is that? Ed Brubaker apparently is now, in the minds of this person, an accused sexual predator. I don't think he did anything. I mean, I'm not standing up for him. I'm not taking that to, I don't know, but I don't think he did anything. Cameron Stewart is the one who was accused. Yeah, this is how rumors get started. Ed Brubaker, once he is acquitted at trial from all of this, he's on trial now. I'm sure Cameron Stewart is too. They frog marched him out of his studio apartment in front of his 7 roommates. And, you know, he's definitely going, it's like Jeffrey Epstein all over again. It's worse than Jeffrey Epstein. It's way worse than that. How dare this guy? How dare he? The one thing I remember is, like, I remember Cameron Stewart on Miller World. I used to go on Mark Miller's message board. It was cool. Like, all the cool people hung out there. Cameron Stewart was there, and he came back from a convention. He was showing, some of the stuff he got from one of the cons, and he bought a book called 15 Love, and it was like about 15-year-old girls, and this girl was like playing tennis, and she was like bent over. You could see her panties up her skirt, and he said, I don't know, I just really like this comic. I was like, that's yeah, that's what to say. That always stuck with me. I was just like, that's about a 15-year-old girl, huh? Called 15 Love. I get it. All right. Whatever you say. All right. So we got all this building up to this. Daily Beast today. Daily Beast, I'm a beast every second. I am a beast every moment. The Daily Beast is only a beast once a day, I guess. You've got this dickhead here. No, not this dickhead. That's Warren Ellis. This dickhead, Asher Elbine. Do you remember Asher Elbine? I mean, if you've been with Comicscape for a little while, Asher Elbine is an SJW. He is friends. Here's one of the things about, the Whisper Network here, because you've got, you go, well, yeah, like, okay, so let's say there's a bunch of bitches who are in a private room. Gail Simone, yes, it's part of our Whisper campaign, according to Doofuses, she said back in 2018. And here we are proving that it is, and she's at the head of it. Heather Antos, pro tip, industries are small, people talk, don't be a dick. Yeah, that's a warning. Why? Because these people know how to destroy your life. These people have access to, they have media connections. They have connections in other industries. As we saw down